On Friday, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said he hoped to meet Chinese President Xi Jinping once the two sides had put in the work needed to repair the badly strained bilateral ties. For the unaware, Justin Trudeau and the Chinese President Xi Jinping were in San Francisco, California to attend the APEC summit. Both of the leaders were observed mostly ignoring or avoiding having any kind of conversation during the APEC summit, which the media in Canada observed. After being questioned by the Canadian media, Justin Trudeau said Canada and China need to keep in touch. Having had a good exchange with Xi, Trudeau continued, he advised the Chinese leader that the two sides should endeavor to establish a constructive dialogue, but there was no picture opportunity, etc., resulting in rumors that Xi and Trudeau avoided one another. The situation is possibly due to the previous meeting, which didn't end well. Chinese President Xi Jinping and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had engaged in a heated exchange of words on the sidelines of G20 summit in Bali back in 2022. The Chinese leader expressed dissatisfaction with the way media covered the conversations, which were not intended to come out. Xi was heard in the video complaining that the Canadian press was given access to confidential discussions between China and Canada. On the allegations, Trudeau didn't give any concrete reply except for pitching he respects transparency. The tensions between Canada and China have persisted since 2018, despite the fact Trudeau had once praised China's style of democracy. When Canada detained Meng Wanzhou, the chief financial officer of Huawei and the founder's daughter, at the request of US authorities in late 2018, things quickly spiraled out of control. In what was perceived as a retaliation, two Canadian citizens, Michael Spauer and Michael Kovrig, were immediately arrested in China and held there for over 1,000 days until Meng was eventually set free. In addition, China had put a multi-year ban on Canadian beef and canola imports, citing unfounded and unverified pest concerns. Further, the Canadian government excluded Canada when it relaxed restrictions on group travel, a year after the Canadian government designated Beijing as the source of foreign interference attempts and identified China as a disruptive global force. However, there is more than complexity in this story. While Trudeau seemed to be at odds with Xi, his government is alleged to be kind over Chinese interference. Beijing is accused of threatening opposition leaders like Michael Chong in Canada. However, Canada stayed out of it altogether. The Justin Trudeau government didn't take any action at all. Critics contend that Trudeau's several agreements have strengthened China's economic position while ignoring its human rights accord, favoring economic gains over moral considerations. Additionally, a large portion of Chinese components are still entering telecom sector of Canada. This does make one wonder what exactly is Trudeau's position on China.
Subscribe to One India channel and never miss an update.